you are operating from a very low perspective of thought process, and you're not actually using your mind to think, as a matter of fact. Because if you're using this mind as a tool to think into the things that we are talking about, then of course you would never look at yourself better than anything, because as a matter of fact, you were not better than anything. If not anything at all, you depend on every single thing in existence for you to be. Have you ever seen a human being saying, I don't need the air, I'm good all by myself? I don't need the sun. I don't need the moon. I don't need the earth. Every single thing about you is borrowed from nature. There's not a single thing that you produce in yourself. At least the trees, they stand by themselves and feed directly from the mother earth and don't need anybody to go prepare for anything. Even when the food comes from the farm, you still depend on somebody to prepare the food and put it on your table. Your clothes, you still depend on somebody to take out the silk and put it into a material and put it into a fashionable cloth for you to wear them. Akwaba. Definitely welcome to the micro series. I'm myself, Coach Bente. Always a delight, and hope you've ordered a power stick. There's the package that it comes in. Don't let somebody was telling me, well, somebody got me a power stick and it doesn't look original. Make sure it has all our seals. Make sure it has all our stampings. We have certain key signatures that the power stick carries. Once you have it and it doesn't carry those signatures, we know that they didn't come from us. People have started bringing in power. We don't know where they're coming from, but please make sure you go to our website if you really want to get a power stick. Call our number. Don't call any other number. Call our number if you want to get a power stick. Don't let anybody take your money for anything. There are certain things that accompanies our power stick. Once you have it, if it comes from us, those things will come with it. If it doesn't come from us, those things are definitely not coming with it. And I'm super excited and I'm very proud that we get to help people. That's my joy. My joy is literally to help everybody I see around and the best way I can. And if that is you getting a power stick, to have the boldness and the confidence and the authority, the power. It's not just a stick you're just walking about. It's the power that comes with it that makes it all the difference. Super excited. Also super excited about the Crowder Festival. It's going to be something else. I have a lot of people coming around. Make sure you register in now. The list is piling up. We only have 100 slots. Make sure now is about what? How many slots? A lot of people are calling in. A lot of people are registering. Make sure you register in now. Get your safe book. After the 100 people, we don't have space. We don't want to do something that is crowded. Anyways, super excited. Let's go straight into the class. And I want to start something. Listen, your mind is yours. It's not for anybody. Your mind is yours. The Creator gave you the mind for you to use. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that has to sit well with you. That I am using my mind for what it was meant to be used for. Right? You have your hands. Right? You have your hands. Your hands is to be used as a tool. You have your legs. You walk around with your legs. You have your eyes. You see with your eyes. You hear with your ears. You speak with your mouth. You feel with your senses, right? Same way, you got to learn to use your mind. Whew. Saying that alone makes me feel the type of way. If we do not use our mind, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, why would you not use it? It's a tool. Imagine having your hands and not using it. Like I need to pick my power stick, right? My hands are behind me and somebody's telling me, well, if you want to pick your power stick, use the. But I need to pick the power stick and I'm sitting here and doing this. This is what most people are doing. It's sad, but it's the reality. Most of us are walking with our mind walled up, the prisons of our minds. Think about it this way. When you walk around the street, right? When you walk on the street, how do you think people perceive you? Let me even move it away from people. When you walk around, how do you think the trees think of you? Like, how do you think the trees perceive you? How do you think the animals, the dogs, what do you think the dog is looking at you like? What do you think that the birds are looking at you like? The snakes are looking at you like? The lions. When you see a lion in the forest, what do you think the lion is looking at you like? The lion is definitely not looking at you like the superior. Of course, there are hierarchies, natural order of things, natural hierarchies in the system that one knows that this can devour me, this can prey on me, and the other knows. So, of course, when you see that, you try as much as possible to safeguard yourself so that you don't fall prey to that which can prey you, right? But you think the tree is afraid of you? What do you think the moon perceives? Because if you see yourself as mighty, right? You look at yourself and you feel like, I'm a man, I'm this, I'm da 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 da. How do you think the moon perceive you? How do you think the ocean is looking at you? You think the ocean is looking at you and the ocean is scared? How do you think the water lake looks at you like? You think they're scared of you? They look at you like, what a powerful human being. No, they don't. You know what I'm saying? If nature is playing the rivers and looking at you, you would be one of the tiniest creations that the Creator has created compared to how tall a tree is. So the tree is not looking at that down with you and feeling like, oh, that's a... Think about it. Do you think the tree is thinking about salvation? Do you think the tree thinks it needs a saving, like it needs to be saved? Of course, if the tree is hanged in the desert, the tree would want rain. So the salvation for the tree will be the rains that are falling, right? Right, will be the water. That's the Jesus that the rain is looking at. Okay, the sea. What do you think the sea is looking at as salvation? Think, what do you think the sea needs to be saved from? So the other creations in nature, in existence, are not looking at you like, okay, you are the only necessary, you are the only significant piece of the Creator's creation. Every single thing in existence, every single being, every single form in existence is in existence because the Creator understood the significance of that particular thing and knew that this particular thing is going to influence that and that and that. So therefore, the Creator ensured that existed. So when you look around and you look at the ant and you look at the ants like, oh, I'm a superior being than the ants is looking at you like, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Because just as the ants, you think of the ants as tiny, what do you think the stars are looking at you like? Some of these stars are actually huge planets, but because they are so far away, they look tiny. Right? But when they come close, you realize that, wait a minute, the stars are way bigger. The sun, have you ever thought about the sun before? The sun is not looking at you like, oh, I'm afraid. No. That's not how the Creator has created His creation to be like. To them, you simply are. You're just a created being, just as they are also created. The way that the Creator created His being is that each and every single being in this dimension responds and relates to each other. Relate to each other. Not subdued by each other. Relate. Because everything in creation understands the value of communication, of relating to each other. Because they understand that, wait a minute, I need you and you need me. You need everything around you. So who are you to begin to think that, oh, I'm a superior human being than the other human being because the other human being believes in this and I don't believe in that. The other human being goes to the mosque and I don't go to the mosque. So I'm a better superior human being than the other human being goes to the church and I don't go to the church. I'm a better human being than the other human being goes to the priest and I don't go to the priest. Who gave you that audacity to think such? This is when I know that technically, right, you are operating from a very low perspective of thought process and you're not actually using your mind to think, as a matter of fact. Because if you're using this mind as a tool to think into the things that we are talking about, then of course you would never look at yourself better than anything, because as a matter of fact, you were not better than anything, if not anything at all. You depend on every single thing in existence for you to be. Have you ever seen a human being saying, I don't need the air, I'm good all by myself. I don't need the sun, I don't need the moon, I don't need the earth. Every single thing about you is borrowed from nature. There's not a single thing that you're producing yourself. At least the trees, they stand by themselves and feed directly from the Mother Earth and don't need anybody to go prepare for anything. Even when the food comes from the farm, you still depend on somebody to prepare the food and put it on your table. Your clothes, you still depend on somebody to take out the silk and put it into a material and put it into a fashionable cloth for you to wear them. Everything about you is dependable. You depend on everything in nature. But yet you think you're superior than anything. Come on. This only happens when you don't actually use the mind. You don't begin to look beyond, think beyond the things that you've been made to think about. Both the atomic and subatomic particles in your body are all in fluid state. They are all relating to each other. They all understand the fact that I need you, you need me. We got to have this understanding that we need all of us to be. The only reason why it feels like you are existing outside this beautiful experience, this beautiful, amazing creation, is simply because of life's programming. Because somebody told you you're better. Somebody told you your country is a better country than the other country. Somebody told you your group of people, the name you bear is better than any other name. So therefore you ignorantly and in a very negative enslaved mentality, all of a sudden start to think that you're better than somebody. Who gave you that audacity to do so? If you are willing, okay, in life, if you are willing and you just learn to escape that reality that you've been programmed to think, if you can just learn, you come into a beautiful place like this, nature, like you come into life. The atmosphere, the breath here, the breath in this place is totally amazing. You should make a trip and visit us at this festival and you understand what I'm talking about. When you just sit in nature, and you don't begin to lord yourself over everything, over anything, and you actually enjoy the Creator's way of things. Let me keep quiet for a second. Do you hear the birds around? Do you hear everything that is making this place amazingly beautiful? Because they have this phenomenal understanding that they are not walled up. They are at liberty to go anywhere, try anything. I love certain followings on Instagram. Why? Because these are sons and daughters, men and women, who have not captured themselves within this box of limitation to think that I can only do this. There was a post I was watching the other day, and I saw this gentleman dive all the way up on the mountain, right? All the way into this lake, and the gap between these two mountains is this slim. This is something that totally, when you look at it, you go like, I cannot try this. Especially we in Africa say, we fear for yeah, you understand? But because he didn't limit his mind, he was well able to jump that and go in there without thinking somebody somewhere is going to do something to him or her to kill him. The limitations of our minds is constantly making us think there's somebody after your life to destroy you. There's somebody after your life to make your life this way. And because of that fear, all of a sudden, there are so many things you are not experiencing. Just in case you forgot, you came into this dimension to experience every single thing the Creator created. This is why you're here. So if you come into this existence and if you don't experience everything the Creator has offered you, then why are you here? Why are you in this existence? It's time you experience life for what it is. It's time you escape this prison mentality and actually start living your life. That's when you begin to understand the beauty of nature, the beauty of creation, the humongous intelligence of the Creator. And that's when your life ceases to be the same. I love you guys. Go to our website, www.makra.org. You get all the necessary content. You get to see the projects that we're doing. If you want to invest, listen, you're definitely welcome to be a part of this project that we're doing. Invest. You get to see what we're doing at the website, and you will know we're about to do something big, something amazing. And of course, our festival is just around the corner. Make sure you send your call in +233-244-016568. Register now. Okay, we have a few slots left. Register now. please don't come last minute to say, oh, don't do last minute registration. Register now, and I promise you, your slot will be saved and you'll have the amazing time of your life. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Mwah.